Ripple XRP news today and XRP price prediction in today's video.
What's going on, everyone? Win with Ryan here, and we're going to start this video off with a quick giveaway. We're giving away $100, and all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment below. Every single comment gives you an entry to win, and then go over to winwithryan.com to make sure that you are subscribed to my Make Money newsletter. That's where we announce the winner every single month. So with that being said, keep winning.
Going on, everybody. So we are here on the 1 hour candle, actually, because we're trying to see this thing break and retest this resistance line that we've been talking about for the last couple of days. And as you guys remember, yesterday we talked about how all signs were pointing to, if the war continued, all signs were pointing to things going down. Well, we wake up this morning, the United States markets open up this morning, and then the news of a Russia ceasefire talk starts, and boom, we're off to the freaking moon with all of these coins. I mean, look at this. Let's go ahead and switch up here to the daily, and let's check the charts. I mean, if we can just sort this by change percent, top to bottom. This one is crazy right here. UMA up 42%, Polka City up 28%. Luna, look at this, 23% on Luna. That is an absolute moonshot. As you can see here in this last hour, though, it has started to retrace. And even on this second hour now, also looking like it may be coming back down to the downside a little bit. On the hour, nothing major. It needs to take a breather after these major moonshots on the day. So today we are going to take a deep dive into XRP. So let's go ahead and pull up XRP here. Let's get into the daily action. I mean, look at that beautiful candle. All right, so daily XRP, here we go. We've got 78 cents right now. We're at 78 cents. We have 8 minutes left in today's candle. What we are having an issue with right now is our resistance line. So we're going to dive into that a little bit and see what's going on. Huge news, though. We have broke above this 382 Fibonacci level on the daily, and the body is above it. 7 minutes left till that daily closes. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Ooh, that's really good news. So taking a look here on the 1 hour, the candle came down a little bit, tested the zone, and took back off. So, that's looking very positive. Let's even go all the way to the 15-minute. Yes, here we go. So we took off. Boom, we breached the Fibonacci level, which was also a significant resistance here. Blew it up, tested all the way back down, went back up, tested a second time, and now we're flying up to the upside. That is very, very positive. You can also take a look here on these smaller time frames. Look at how well this moving average is going. So this is the 50 moving average on the 15-minute time frame. This is the 21 exponential moving average on the 15-minute time frame. Now we do have one small issue. We have a small issue here on the 4-hour time frame. On our 4-hour time frame, we do have a massive imbalance on this candle here that was at 4 a.m. So this 4 a.m. candle, it is a problem. So as we can see, what we talk about a lot here on my segment of the channel, you can see that the price, the wick is not there. So the wick stops here. Okay, so this ran up to here, the wick stopped there, then the price just absolutely shot up. And then this next wick, it only came down to here, leaving this whole entire section here called an imbalance. The 50% level of that imbalance is sitting here at 73 cents. So that may not happen now. That may not happen tomorrow or the next day. In the future, though, we need to be careful of that. We do not ever like to see an imbalance in the price. Price usually comes back and taps that imbalance. So just keep that in mind when you're gauging out your plays in the future. By the way, none of this is financial advice. This is all financial entertainment, financial fun. Do not buy anything we talk about on this channel just because we talk about it. But dropping back to this 1 hour, we do have really, really good sign here. We have a 16 powered body right now. There's a 16 under this bodied candle. It is breaking above our resistance candle, or our resistance line, sorry. So what I mean by the resistance line, let's go back to the daily. And as you'll notice, we've been having this resistance all the way back since this red candle, which was February 9th. It's where it started. And the price started dropping and it never breached above this trend line until today. Today is the first time we've actually had it breach above that. And we will see right now it is retracing back a little bit on the daily candle. But when you break it down to this smaller time frame, this 1 hour, it is trying to get above that line. Okay. So that's really, really good sign. On the 1 hour, we also have the 21 exponential average has crossed our 50 moving average, which is really good news right there. On the daily for XRP, also on the price, so our 50 moving average, yesterday we talked about this, that the price needed to be caught. Like that was the resting place. It needed to get back to this spot because it actually ran down below there. And then it ran up at the end of the day, closing at the 50 moving average, which is absolutely fine. We did not want it to break back down below there because then it could have really dropped. It didn't. It stayed right at that 50. Today, it broke above there. And it broke above the 21 exponential moving average, and it broke above our 382 level of the Fibonacci. And potentially here in 4 minutes, we will know if we broke and closed a body above our resistance line. Taking a look at things going on our indicator market cipher. This is actually the market liberator, very similar indicator. But as you can see, money flow, this red indicator here, it is starting to head to the downside, which is good. We want to see money flow actually become green because you can see when it becomes green, what happens right here is where money flow is green and price at that same time started shooting up. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for this money flow to finally come back to the zero line, pop to the upside. Positive news though, this is green. Our VWAP is green here and it's heading to the upside. RSI headed to the upside. All looking very, very good right now for XRP on the daily. Dropping down to the 4-hour charts on the XRP as well. We have a nice buy signal that popped on 2 candles ago. So that's really, really good. This green indicator here. We also have 3 dots of green indicating it's to the upside. Our momentum wave has actually crossed over the zero line. It's heading up. So, I mean, just everything looks really good as long as we don't get any crazy war news today or tonight in the news. But if we can continue this price getting up here, breaking and closing above this Fibonacci level, breaking and closing above this resistance line, that's going to be fantastic. And we'll check back in here in just a couple minutes. Let's head over to Bitcoin and see what's going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin up 14% on the day, ran all the way up to $44,000. Rejected off of its Fibonacci line. And this Fibonacci line is a very large time frame Fibonacci, which goes way back in history, starting all the way back here. As you can see, this was the last low we used was March of 2020. And the high was the high over here, which was November of 2021. So that was our high and low. And that's where our Fibonacci lines are coming in. We are finally breaking into the 382 Fibonacci on Bitcoin as well on that large time frame. So that's really good. It did, however, reject off of that today. That was basically the resistance line. The bears stepped in and said, nope, you're not crossing that one. Also really, really exciting. The price, the 21 exponential moving average is going to be crossing back to the upside, while we also have our VWAP headed to the upside, momentum headed to the upside. We also have a daily divergence of price. That's a very, very good sign for bullish, and everything's looking really positive for Bitcoin. Dropping to the 4-hour time frame on Bitcoin, if we take a look here, we do have a massive imbalance on the 4-hour of Bitcoin as well. And interestingly enough, that is one of our lines we had marked off as a support line. It was a resistance there for a little while. It was a support way back here, but it looks like it is potential that might have to come back, close the imbalance on the 4-hour on Bitcoin. It may not happen today. It may not happen this week, but that is now a massive imbalance on the 4-hour on Bitcoin. So keep an eye on that. Ethereum, major day today. Awesome for Ethereum to see this. It never actually turned off our super trend line. So super trend is still in a buy signal. It did, however, come and tap and test that resistance of the super trend. It even wicked all the way down there, but it has taken off nicely. It did cross above our 21 exponential moving average and above our 50 exponential moving average. Now it gets into a little bit of turbulence here. We're going to see here, is the price, like if we drop it to a 1 hour, is it going to come down and kind of test on these zones here, which would be on the daily, that 50 moving average. So the 50 moving average here, price may come back, retest this zone, which also is this Fibonacci level of the 382. If you'll notice, all of the coins got above that 382 line on that Fibonacci we're talking about here. And if we go to the 4-hour chart here, the 382 line of that Fibonacci, still right here. So will that price come and retest that area? We will find out. We do also have a very large imbalance on this 4-hour candle for Ethereum as well. We had some good news in the news. So let's go jump over to the news and see what's going on around the world in the crypto news. Celsius Alex Mashinsky feeding the plankton. FC Barcelona and AS Roma fan tokens rally after Socios partner with UEFA. Treasury revises Russian sanctions. Ukraine is using Bitcoin for war supplies. Ukrainian entrepreneurs are sidestepping Russian censorship. Lots and lots of war stuff, right? So, and unfortunately, Bitcoin. So, what's interesting is Bitcoin was correlating directly with the U.S. stock exchange. Today, we finally had the decoupling of that. So Bitcoin is taking off while some of the stocks are not doing well. That is really positive news for Bitcoin. We do not want the United States Wall Street to be 100% in control of cryptocurrencies. That is a bad thing. So what happened? Well, lots and lots of Russians, lots and lots of Ukrainians are getting on Bitcoin. They're trading in their fiat currencies for Bitcoin. And that's more people flowing in. So Wall Street doesn't have such a monopoly. And that is very, very huge positive news for cryptocurrencies. So Binance, Kraken refused Ukrainian minister's request to freeze Russian accounts. Cardano predicted to triple current price by the end of 2022. Binance, Kraken will only freeze Russian crypto traders if they're sanctioned. Bitcoin back above $40,000. Printing 2 long green candles. eBay CEO says firm is deeply considering adding crypto payments. That's a big deal for the US market. So lots of really interesting news coming out. Finally, cryptocurrencies decoupling from the United States Stock Exchange, getting away from Wall Street, thank goodness. We have cryptocurrency use case for different countries, for how it could be a safe haven currency for them. Fleeing their country, they can take that with them and it still has value, as opposed to like Russians leaving Russia, their ruble's worth nothing now. Ukrainians leaving Ukraine, they couldn't get their money out of the banks before they left because they basically told they shut off the banks, right? So with crypto though, you have it. Your keys, your money, you own it. So keep that in mind when you're talking about, what you're going to use as your currency in the future.